So if you're in the police promotion process, you might be asking yourself the question, how am I going to make sure that in my board, I level up, that I am the one that they remember, I'm the one that at the end of the day, they remember my name, and I'm the one that they're thinking should be promoted first. Now, this is a question that was asked at one of our promotion board webinars for our Promotion Academy. You can find out more about that in the links below. And the question was asked, and we dived into this as a theme for this 2-hour webinar, all about how you're going to make sure that you're the one that stands out. Okay, one of the things we focus on is helping you to develop awesome, amazing answers. But if they don't help you level up, then you're just going to sound like everyone else. And we're not in that game. We're in the game of helping you develop as a leader so that you can perform brilliantly in your promotion board. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, why should you listen to me? Why should you listen to anything I've got to say? Well, my name's Brendan from Blue Light, and over the past 40 years, I've been involved in the police sector. 3 decades of those 40 years, I was a serving police officer, and for the past 31 years, I've been helping people just like you to succeed in promotion boards, specialist interviews, and in the police recruitment process. One of the things that I'm known for is coming up with innovative and creative ideas. A lot of the things that are the new garlic bread, the latest thing in the police service now, I was actually doing 15 or 20 years ago. Take clear hole build as an example. 15 years ago, we had destroy, dismantle, disable. It's nothing new. And actually, clear hole build, that came from Afghanistan. Didn't work out, did it? Anyway, I'm going off at a tangent. Let's dive in with the third area in this series, because there's 2 videos that have gone before this where I've looked at themes, fiscal responsibility. Now we're going to take a look at vision setting. So this is one of the things that I think a lot of you miss out on, especially when you're asked to do a presentation as part of your board. And the presentations tend to be things like, you know, in 10 minutes or 15 minutes, deliver a presentation on how you're going to deliver the force's strategic priorities, or how you're going to deliver the chief's plan on a page. Something big like that. And 10 or 15 minutes just isn't enough. It really isn't enough. So you've got to drill down and focus on the pain points that the chief officers are feeling, because they don't really want to hear about how you're going to improve some part of the police force, the service, that, okay, you know, it might need improving, but it's not a fire that needs putting out. We're going to focus on the big fires that need putting out now. All the other little fires, you can just leave them to burn because they're not going to do any serious damage. But when we looked at themes, we looked at 3 themes that are hurting chief officers. These are the things that keep them awake at 4 in the morning. Performance, well-being and standards. Performance, well-being and standards. And so what we'd look to do in your presentation is set a vision for the future in respect of performance, welfare and standards. And then you can talk about how you're going to achieve that vision. So we're doing things like the wrong way around, if you like. So most people, what they'll talk about is how they're going to do something and then what it'll lead to. We're actually going to present the vision of what will be, and then we're going to talk about how we're going to achieve that vision. It's not a new idea. It's an appreciative approach. It's an approach that we've utilized, that I utilized as a serving officer it's an organizational development approach called appreciative inquiry. And this is where you build on what's working already and create a vision for the future, and then you look at how you're going to actually get to that vision. And so what we want to be doing is setting a 100-day vision. So in 100 days, once you promote me, in 100 days, if you came to visit my team, this is what you would see, hear and feel. So we want to bring in 3 of the senses: what they would see, what they would hear and what they would feel. And if we can do that, we can create something that's compelling and actually get them thinking, get them actually imagining what this would be. And that's where, you know, we do some advanced stuff. Like I'd be starting off my presentation with something along the lines of, I'd like you to imagine, if you can, the perfect team. The team that is performing, where there's high standards of well-being and welfare, and where there's high standards in terms of ethical behavior. And I'm going to talk to you briefly about what that would look like, what it would feel like, and what you would hear if you came to actually visit one of those teams, because that's going to be my team in 100 days after you promote me. And this is how I'm going to get there. So you describe the vision, and then you're going to describe how you're going to get there. Does that make sense? Vision setting, it's so powerful. It's such a powerful part of leadership. It's something that I know I was good at. I know I was a good leader in respect of setting a vision and getting people to buy into that vision. What I wasn't very good at is actually managing people. I know that that wasn't my strength. You know, we've all got our strengths and weaknesses. As an okay manager, I think as an okay manager, what I was better at was leading. And actually, here's the thing. So when we get into advanced vision setting, it's not necessarily your vision. You're the one that is enabling your team to create their own vision. More about that another time. Or actually, more about that in an academy program where we do little exercises like write your own HMIC report. Yep, writing your own HMIC report. It's a little exercise that we do. It's a little exercise you can do with your teams as well. This is about, again, vision setting and then looking at how you're going to get to that vision. So we do things in a slightly different way, but that will enable you to stand out because everyone else is just going to go into boring presentation mode, coming up with big shopping lists of all the things that they're going to do that, quite frankly, no one will remember any of them. By the time you got to the 10th one, they won't remember the first one, I guarantee you. So your presentation is going to be remarkably different from everyone else's. We're going to coach you in these techniques to make sure that you are successful, to make sure you're the one that they're going to go, ooh, I want to know more about this. Actually, one of our clients just the other week experienced this. The board was meant to be 45 minutes long. 1 hour and 30 minutes later, the ACC has already put down their pen, folded their arms and just said, you know, I do want to talk to you about this more, but we've got other candidates lined up. Once you get promoted, make an appointment with my secretary, with my VA, my PA, and we'll get you slotted in. So basically, at the end of the 1 hour and 30 minutes, the vision that they talked about was so compelling and it was so interesting and different that the ACC just got hooked in and wanted to hear more, and basically told them as well, you're getting promoted, and as soon as you are promoted, let me know, come and see me and see what we can do to roll out this vision. This was about community engagement, by the way, and this was also about improving the relationship between the police and some minority communities where the police haven't got the greatest of reputations. So there you go. But without going off at that tangent, that's where we need to be. And if that's where you want to be and you like the sound of that, then think about joining our academy program, and don't just take my word for it that it works and it's awesome. Take the money back guarantee word for it. So if you fail, we'll give you your money back. That's how confident we are that our academy members are going to succeed. And check out the Trustpilot reviews below as well if there's any other doubts about how awesome our team is at helping people like you to succeed. Anyway, hope you've got something out of this. That's the 3rd out of 5 videos where we're looking at the 5 ways to level up. Hope you found it useful. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye for now.